welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about East German camouflage. To me this was iconic because I grew up, my early years were obviously during the Cold War, and East Germany was what the Cold War was all about to me. So I finally got some East German uniforms, and we're going to have a look at the differences. To begin with, on this side, I believe this is a 1965 pattern, the early version, because it's the cut is almost identical to a last pattern Blumenthal shirt. So somebody might tell me it's civilian. The main reason is it doesn't have any pockets, any slash pockets on it. And on this side we have the last version, which is UTV, and you can tell by the 4 pockets on it. The early version only has the uppers and sometimes slash pockets, or probably most often slash pockets. So we'll have a quick look at the shirt. These are foliage loops, and they are on the early version. So foliage loop, shoulder board attachment points, and foliage loops on the front here. All of these seem to have a Makarov pistol holster, and this is on the trousers and jacket, and it is, I believe that's to put your basic information to claim your shirt and trousers. All the markings are too faded to see other than the size. NVA, this one's M52, and can't see anything else. So we've got nice cotton pockets on these. There's nothing too extraordinary about these jackets. You've got your shoulder pockets, reinforced elbows and lower arms, and that is it for these. There's really nothing to these jackets. Now, the UTV is slightly different because obviously it came out in the 80s. So you've got your 4 pockets, just like the Russian Afghanka type clothes. This, I believe, is for your rank. It no longer has foliage loops, and it doesn't have shoulder board attachment points. Gone are also these white labels that you can put your information on. These no longer exist. And the pockets are on the outside, not the inside, such as these. So they're just material fastened onto the outside. Of course, all the buttons are plastic, and these attach in a very standard way. But this one, you have your holster access through here, so these are slightly different. Yeah, there's attachment points up here. So that is the jackets. Now the trousers are somewhat different. So I'll just take this up and have a look. So, has an elastic waistband. If you buy a size too big, there are no belt loops, so you must wear suspenders. There's no cinching on this other than the waistband. So it's got an attachment point for 2 on the front, 1 on the back for suspenders. Nice cotton pockets. So you have your slash pockets with closing buttons on the front. You have your thigh pockets, which go onto the inside of the trousers. So you can see that here. And again, nice cotton. And you have tightening buttons at the bottom, so you can cinch it in to more closely fit your ankles. Of course, the knees are reinforced on these. It's a very nice material, comfortable, seems to be long-lasting. So the UTV ones, I have to say, are interesting. Again, same sort of attachment, the elastic waistband, but it's larger now. 3 suspender attachment points. Again, there's no belt loops, so if you get a size that's too large, these aren't going to fit you very well. You need suspenders. A button fly. The pockets are now on the outside of your trousers. They are just a sheet of material that has been fastened on, and of course they billow on the one side. All plastic buttons. Again, the same form of closures that they have on here, but the material has changed. This is a sort of, I would call it a plastic. I really wouldn't want something that could burn or melt in your pocket, because it's kind of a strange material to have as a pocket. I wouldn't have any faith in its lasting ability. I'd love to hear from somebody as to how good it is. And of course, the inside of all the seams is lined with this stuff. It must be good, but it seems like plastic. So gone are the reinforced knees. These UTV doesn't have that, but they still have the cinching of the ankles, so that's all right. And that is your basic UTV and early M65 pattern in a nutshell. So one thing that I forgot to point out is that there are buttons around the collar. Now some people will tell you that it's for a removable collar, so that you don't get these dirty, but it's also for the hood that you can attach to your jacket. These had a detachable hood, and there aren't any buttons on the outside of either of them for that. So these are becoming much harder to get these days. In the 90s they were everywhere, and I mean everywhere, and they were dirt cheap, but I never purchased any back then. So now they're quite hard to get, and if you're larger than a small, they're extremely hard to find now. So anyway, I hope you like this video. Don't forget, you can email me, leave comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.